So I'm still a little bit under the weather, so if I'm coughing, I'm so sorry. Okay. So there is an interesting situation going on. Okay. This involves a abuse of authority. So this may be an actual CEO or a person in a position of authority. Okay. We have CEO and the emperor coming out in the reverse. You have quite literally overpowered these people. Like the eagle spirit, your influence is all pervading. There's absolutely no way that anyone can disempower you ever again. You have had alchemy. There's a situation that have gotten totally out of control. Someone here who I'm getting that if this is a lover, this person has already known that you were the one for them, and they have been letting karmics get out of control by going to explore their different options. Some of these people, your romantic partner has been secretly intimidated by you because of your beauty, artistry, and power. Okay? This person has been in a power struggle with you, with the Emperor, and they have been holding a secret animosity about this. They have resentment towards you for the power that you have in your role, your work, as well as the power and influence that you've had over their life. Okay? The common theme between your romantic partners and other people, other types of enemies, is that they have an internal struggle with you. These people cannot handle your power. For a lot of you guys, you have alchemized yourself. You have not, maybe you haven't always been in a position of power, but I'm hearing your power to express. But these people seeing you through the eighth house do like do something as if it was a do or die situation. You or a life or death situation. Hello, welcome in, friends. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Miriam. Hello, welcome in. There's a pick a card on the channel that just got posted, but we're getting into a quick Sunday soul. Hi, Jonathan. What? I fell in love with you, Jonathan. What? Jonathan, how did you fall in love with me? Hi, Yahomi. How are you? I'm doing well. You are a witch. I'm not a witch. Y'all stop calling me that. Y'all, there are a bunch of people who have an issue with your authority. It's not, it's without a doubt that you are in control. You are the divine feminine. They know that you're the one for them. And these other people have been just angry, aggressive, and out of control. Some of them have been committing crimes against you. LOL. I am not. I'm good. How are you doing? Yes, that's great. Elegant, intelligent, cute. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay, let them know, Jonathan. But anyways, there's just like a lot of people that shrink next to you. It's it's unfortunate because if they were never like in a power struggle with you, things would not have gotten as bad. It's like they never have been respected and honorable to begin with, but they have had an issue with you for your power. Some of them, they literally put up complete facades so that they can look as if they have a position of power. These are tricksters. These people are actually not authentically in power. They're actually not good at something. They're not gifted, not crafty, not skilled. These people are not, they don't have true talents, skills, and gifts. And they have a problem with you because you represent the true talents, skills, and gift. Okay? Why are you why are you so fine? Y'all, I don't know. Okay, because I'm a siren. That's why. Y'all, these people have a big problem with you. Okay. I mean, I really don't even know what to say at this point because it just feels like a lot of your relationships, you're leaving a lot of people behind. I'm even getting romantic partners. They are shrinking as well because they get caught up in a situation where people are overly influenced by you. These karmics and these third parties that they're struggling to release, they're just out of control with anger. Like because of your because you're a siren and your essence and your personality. This thank you, you're the best. Oh, I love you so much. You're so sweet. Okay. Yo, is that a dragon and a squirrel smoking weed? You talking about this? This, this is not this is a yin and yang. It has branches. It's like a tree of wisdom around the yin and yang. LOL. But the dragon card did come out today, which is interesting. Because of your power and your legacy, there's absolutely no way that you can be replaced. Some of these masculines are going out and exploring their options, and they're exploring, some of them are exploring the competition, which just sounds absolutely absurd, which means they are totally canceled at this point. And they're at this crossroads where they're feeling like they have to like make this decision between like you, their power and their legacy versus someone who's just dissipating. Like this is actually absurd that you are even considering these people. Like I think that this is very fucking strange. Like what is my favorite what? Sorry, this thing is coming out again. And I think that this is like totally absurd, you guys. That you're dealing with a shrinking violet. This is somebody who is like they really pale in comparison. And your big essence and personality and your big power and legacy and the creativity that is a result of your romantic affairs and the pleasure that you find in your life is the problem. Like it's just your through Venus in the fifth house, it's your emotional satisfaction that sets you very far apart from the rest of these people. They clearly are not getting pleasure. They're clearly not having good romantic affairs. They're clearly not artistic. They are not like loving. They're just like not like they're not having a good experience. And this it makes everybody feel bad for them. Like and they do something where like they did something out of control. Y'all start letting me know more about what happened with the shrinking violet because clearly you're like the siren and it's like you already know that you have the supreme femininity and beauty of a situation because you're the one that's experiencing having all the pleasure and romantic affairs and your artwork is developing. So it's just like you already know that these people pale in comparison to you. So what happened with these people? Like these shrinking violets, they had a really big problem with your power and legacy because it disillusions them. They are really tricksters. It's not somebody that you should consider. This is not someone that even like is worth the time of day at this point. It's just that they are like pretending, like you know what I'm saying, like they're pretending and fighting and resisting and throwing emotional tantrums. Some of them are harassing you, stalking you. These situations are getting completely out of control, but I feel like a lot of this, now that you have grown a protective awareness around these individuals and their secrets and deceptions have come to light, it is like they can't really impact you anymore. So, hi friends. Hi, the only leg. What is the only? Let's see. Okay, my birthday is January 11th. What are you talking about, Greg? Yeah, please relax. I know you about to say something crazy. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Talk about some those are huge. What's huge? LOL. So this is what I'm getting, you guys. This person wants you to fight for them. I'm getting that there's a romantic partner that wants you to fight for them. And this is not something you need to fight for. It's clear. They're aware that this is a karmic person they're aware that like they're not like unconditional love. They know that they're aligned with you. They know that you're the one for them. So they feel like they're at a crossroads with someone who's just been tricking them. Like they know that this person is trickster. They know that this person doesn't represent the art and the culture. They know that this person doesn't involve their power and legacy. They know. So it's like they are intentionally abusing their authority. The reason why they're doing this, your romantic partners, no, I don't have a boyfriend and this is why. No, I don't have a partner and I won't, because they intentionally abuse their authority to rebel against you because they know that you are their other half in this partner and in this power and legacy. So this is not even something that I'm about to even negotiate with. I don't negotiate with no terrorist. I don't talk about things more than once. If I say something, that means that's what the fuck it is. If I say ask you to do something, that means do it now, not later. Some people are just wanting to rebel against you. Some of them are going into no contact, going into separation, going to the all out extremes to rebel against you. Romantic partners and these shrinking violets, because they just are so up in arms that they're not the ones that get to be the authority, that they're not the ones that's beautiful, that they're not the ones that has artistry, that they're not truly in love. They're just people who are fighting and attacking, right? Whoever's at a crossroads between you, their true love and their power and legacy, and some shrink, the only reason why they're doing this is because they're rebelling against your authority as well. And that means that they're getting left behind because everyone has a role to play. The fighting and attacking and power struggle is useless, and your insubordination gets you fired and banned from Divas Can Manifest. This is not a matter of discussion. It's not, you're clearly not a good decision maker. Some of these people have actually been con artists in the industry, and you most definitely are not welcomed. There's too much fake facade shit going on in the market, and this is harming and mistreating people. People are with these shrinking violets who are pretending to have authorities. Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer. These people have been mistreating other people and preying on people's vulnerabilities. These are people who are coming for healing, coming for these are people who are discouraged and troubled, and there are people who have been totally conning people. These masculines who are risking their power and legacy for a shrinking violet, someone's name that starts with the letter H, someone is risking their survival, they're risking their health, they're indulging at their own expense and your expense, they're risking gambling your relationship with this rebellion. Some of these people, they've already missed their opportunity. These cancers or people canceled friendships. I'm getting that people, your friendships have been canceled because they struggle so much against your authority, rebelling against you, did something unjust and made a huge violation, that these relationships cannot be repaired because of these violations. They're banned. They absolutely cannot have a seat at this table. It's a no. Ace of, Ace of Swords in the reverse. No. What you guys are expressing and how your power is pervading, you are a star messenger of the highest order. There's no crossroads. You not cooperating and being in a stalemate, being in separation, misusing your stable position in someone's life is you risking. Every day that you risk your power and legacy, every day that you risk this opportunity for someone that's not making sense, is you failing at life. You just took a loss at life. A lot of your romantic partners, this could be a tricky, situation, because some of this is, these are competitors or enemies who have a problem with your authority, but these could also be people friends and family that have had stable positions in your life. They risked their opportunity with you when they knew that they found emotional satisfaction with you. They knew that you represented their power and legacy. You knew that you represented their family, and they risked you, did something to abuse you, got out of control, and now they're banned and canceled. Whoever this masculine is, they missed their opportunity to procreate. Um, and this person, they are, I'm hearing that you're in solitude, getting what you need, and these people are out of control. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes where people have gotten out of control because of your beauty, love, and artistry. You guys, this is like your beauty is the issue. And I don't want to make Felicia and Trees terrible about that. But they really have a hard time with you being beautiful and having pleasure. Someone's his name is Thomas, or starts with the letter T. These are people who knew that you were having a love life or knew that you were having beautiful experiences. Some of these people found you on the social media, and saw you with a romantic partner or saw you getting married, and they had, or saw your possessions and your luxuries in life, and they just felt like these people, you literally give them suicidal ideation. They see you because your beauty and artistry and love life makes you an authority. Some of you guys have large social media followings, or you have large power and legacies. Your essence and your personality shines so bright. Your expression of art and culture is the reason why you're in power. And these people, they just grew out of control about this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These people are literally out of control. I'm even getting your lovers become slightly intimidated because your beauty is so profound to them. And not just your physical beauty, just everything that makes you, that makes up your essence and personality. It's beautiful to see you alchemizing yourself. It's beautiful to see you transforming. It's beautiful watching you grow. It's beautiful watching your power, you doing something as if it's a life or death matter. They watch you hustle like no other. They watch you change. They watch you ground. They watch you represent the culture. They watch you being the highest honor. And like, they're some of these are children, okay? And they are just not, they just see your beauty and they know that you're their authority. These children have been getting out of control as well. But if they're old enough to, their legal age, they're old enough to be persecuted, then they're old enough to know better, okay? So it has been a big problem with, behind the scenes with some people who have been out of control because they shrink next to you, okay? I don't even know what else to say. It's like some of this, there was a person there was a CEO here, or a person in a position of authority who knew that you were the one for them, and they have been risking this relationship with all of these different karmics that shrink next. That is the wildest shit I've ever heard. They are also losing their abundance as well. Some of them, they keep fleeing to someone else, or they flee, like, they keep, I don't know, they keep risking this relationship. It's like they get a new opportunity with you, and then they go and risk it with something else, with some person who shrinks, like, because they still feel like they're at a crossroads between these people who clearly don't represent their legacy and power and unconditional love in you. Like, I think that this is weird. It's not that they're like anything there for them. They literally are doing this to fight with you. This masculine, this romantic partner is doing this to fight with you because some of them, they see you socializing, relating with other people, and they feel like they're not getting enough attention. Through the fifth house, some of them have actually watched you with other romantic partners while they've been away. Or maybe you guys have an open relationship and it was just, these other your relationship just called for these other romantic affairs. But there comes to a point where they are aware that these people, it's very clear. So what happens, around this is, I'm about to shut Felicia Latrice Tarot down because I'm not going to continue talking about the same thing. So, this, what you say, celibate and sober, period. Okay? Hi, my friend. Yes. Okay, y'all. So it's awkward at this point because there's a situation that has gotten out of control with this person exploring some type of options, right? To abuse. The reason they went to go explore these options oh my gosh, shit. This thing, I swear, was literally just like that. Sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, please. Yes, it's working again. Sorry, I'm still a little sick. And I'm still, like, I don't know what's going on with this thing either. I need a new tripod. But it's like this person, it's like some of them are mentally ill. Your person might be sick too. Like, I think that they need a cure, honey. There's something that they're doing. Don't forget to like the video, my friends, before you head out, okay? It's like somebody here is mentally ill, okay? So your partner might be mentally ill as well, and I think that's kind of where you hold a lot of compassion for them. But because, like, this fight that they're doing, this is because they come from a family violence and they're mentally ill, okay? This romantic partner, they know that this is not making sense. Some of them are struggling to release this person because the situation has quite literally gotten out of hand. Some of them, their mental illness and their fight and they're rebelling against you. This fight has literally been like, it's been like ruling your relationship. I don't know, some of them, they rely on a fight for passion, or some of them, they're relying on a fight for passion, or they wanted to create a drama in this situation. It's like this was an unnecessary drama, y'all. When they went and abused their authority or they started rebelling against you, they already knew that you were the one. They already knew that you were the one calling the shots. But I think that they just are someone that you rule now, especially if you're like declining and rejecting some of these romantic partners after they let situations get out of control. So, these dramas, we're not interested in them. That doesn't turn me on. Third party fighting, who's like stalking me, harassing me, and causing a health and safety challenge, that doesn't get the kitty cat wet. If you think that a drama is like somebody has been in a full-fledged drama, I'm not interested in no fucking drama. I got too much fucking work to do. I got pleasure and laughter and a power and a legacy. Some of y'all are quite literally in positions of power. CEOs, what does that mean? Chief Executive Officer. What does that mean? Responsibility, you dumb bitch. I know that you can't relate because you're a fucking idiot that's out of control. But nothing about this drama is entertaining to me when I have buku work to do. Buku. So any man or romantic partner bringing a drama into my life is immediately fucking canceled. You played yourself playing with me. I don't give a fuck about no mental health issue. You're aware of what you're doing. Some type of mental illness is drawing, you know what I'm saying, friend? You like this? I love it. Like, this is one I love it so much. I do look at it all the time. I was thinking about changing my background. I was like, well, I should change my background. But I like this a lot. Like, it really embodies me and my Chinese energy, okay? So, yeah, friends, I just feel like, there's so much going on around your beauty, love life, and, your possessions and your luxuries in life. Like, it's because you're a grown woman that work for them. And there's like these people, they could be younger than you, they can be children, you know what I'm saying? Or they could just be literally people in your marketing industry who are just not that great. They shrink and pale and I'm hearing people are paling in comparison. These people are just wanting to fight for authority when they're a child or when they literally just don't have any comprehension and understanding of what it means to maintain a well establishment. Fran, some of these people have been caught up in a full-fledged daydream of your empire falling. So this manifests in a lot of different ways. These women who, some of them were just envious of you because you walked past them and you smell so good. Someone's name that starts with the letter H, or someone who was in your house. They saw you smelling so good, like your bath routine perhaps, or your perfume, your fragrance collection. They smelled you walking in a club, or smelled you walking in a social group. This would have something where you were socializing and relating, and they saw that you were magnetically drawn to as a siren. There are people who just gather around you. They saw that everybody was gathering around you. Everyone was paying you. Everyone was, shouting you out. People are influenced by you wanting to be like you, right? Everybody wants to be around you. Okay, somebody's name that starts with the letter A. Somebody, they see that your personality and your essence and your style, your beauty, everything got you looking so, like, got you, it's like it puts them on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So, like, put yourself in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? What happened yesterday, Fran? This happened yesterday? Sheesh. Like, y'all, you and your person about to break up like every day probably because they this, like, I'm not entertained by this. Whatever's happening in the background with some people who are shrinking and tricking people who, I'm hearing that they don't have a personality, and they don't have, like, it's not fulfilling, right? Somebody is gambling this relationship because they know that you're their lover. Okay? They know that you're their lover, and you've been trying to relax and just get grounded, and there's like this huge fight going on, Fran, because of you being the center of attention. You are the main character. So it is like I'm getting that people keep coming in second place. They keep coming in third place. It's like, and then it'd be a very big difference between the first place and the second place. It's like you don't even want second place. Like, if I lose my first option, I really don't want the second option because they fake and they boring and they not that attractive, and some of them, they feel like they're at a crossroads between you and their second option, when the second option is out of control and not viable whatsoever. So this is not logically making sense, y'all. This behavior that that's going on is logically not making sense. So, you know, this, just relax, y'all. Sorry, I have a cough still, okay? Just relax, y'all. Because this crossroads that someone's at, where there's a big decision that needs to be made, it is literally going to make or break this person's life. Like, I think that this is a lot, for a lot of you though, this is their ex, right? If they're out exploring a lot of different options, it's because they are struggling to release this ex from the past. And all these other options are just distractions, illusions, and a waste. Okay? These women or other people who have a problem with your authority, they are out of control, and they will go to the all out extremes to trick people, to trick your partner, to trick you. Some of them, they want to trick you and try to make you forgive them. Some of them, they're like they're like kissing up to you, they're apologizing, they're trying to get on your good side, but you know that they keep projecting you. Like, the people who have been copying, these are the ones that have a problem with your authority, and they don't have any essence and personality, and they're just trying to trick people into thinking that they're an authority to get followers, members, subscribers, to get attention. You know what I'm saying? But these people are really not respected by those who really know what's going on. Like, these people, they really, especially if this deals with the artistic community, people who are in the positions of leadership are very aware of these tricksters and they see them conning people, they see them mistreating people, they see them being duplicitous. So this is not this is not even an option. Whoever is being duplicitous and you're aware of it, whoever is being a con artist and you're aware of it, whoever's being a lame, they're not that talented, they're not artistic and creative and cultural, that's not even an option. And you're aware. So you gambling this relationship is gonna turn into a big problem. Because when I start gambling, when I open up the doors to other options and timelines, some of you, you should go open up your doors to other options and timelines. Okay? Because if they keep gambling and they're aware, y'all, this person is aware. I'm gonna be honest. These people are aware. This is not, this might be a mental illness that they keep falling into. Something about the Seven of Cups is giving mental illness. It's giving, I know who I'm supposed to be with, but I'm getting my mental illness is getting triggered. Okay, I think a part of it is their mental illness. Some of this is a past relationship trauma. This is an ex, okay, that has this person under a complete illusion. This ex is duplicitous. They have been tricked. Their ex-partner starts with the letter H or a letter A or a letter R. This ex-partner has been a smooth criminal. They're conventional losers who betrayed them. Some of them don't have the full awareness of the betrayal. It was hidden and concealed. So some of them, they're struggling to release a karmic because this ex-partner was the one that was abusing the authority, okay? This ex-partner was the one that was a trickster, okay? And they have been projecting some wishful thinking that they can restore what was lost, okay? Some of them, these were marriages, family members, people that they procreated with. And so there's a lot of investment with these people. They feel like they had a lot of experience and, life experience and memories with these people. But these people have concealed that they were betrayal bonds. So they're unaware of what's going on. These people they're still recovering from a spiritual poverty, and they need to trust their felt experience. They need to trust the spiritual guidance and intuition that they have been getting guided to. They know that these people's roles in their lives have been shrinking. You know that a relationship is not fulfilling if it is not representing the reality that you want. Okay, if the relationship does not cooperate, if the relationship is not abundant, if the relationship is not happy, even despite your best intentions, something else is going on. Something hidden and concealed is going on. And you need to understand that. That's right, friend. You better send that evil eye, because these people I'm getting ex-partners, will keep things concealed and hidden. This keeps them in the liminal realm. This keeps them at a crossroads. Be like, oh, what if, right? With the wishful thinking. What if we can get back what we lost? What if we can restore the bond that we had? What if all those decades that we spent together, we can restore our trust and hold our memories together, hold our traditions together. These people are under an illusion of what they think is going on in those relationships. Those relationships have been abandoned. And deep down, they know that. But their reality says something very different, right? This is sad, because I've experienced relationships like this as well, and I know a lot of members of our collective have as well. It is hard to get your psychological closure around a relationship where there was hidden and unseen forces. When where there was no clear explanation as to why the relationship failed. If the relationship failed, that is all the closure and the psychological reasoning that you need. If someone wants to be with you, they will work actively to be with you daily. They will show up, they will fight for you. If someone is not collaborating and fighting for you, that is all the psychological closure that you need. We don't need to know there are other third parties. We don't need to know what happened behind the scenes. Just know that they are not collaborating, and they are not representing the reality that you really want, right? That's right. That always suggests to me, if a relationship is not cooperating, and I don't know why, that always suggests to me that there's trickery involved in this romantic affair or this situation, in this relationship, right? Trust your felt experience. Trust your inner guidance, your inner knowing around a relationship where there was hidden and unseen forces. Not cooperating, not in the reality, something's going on there. Okay? Oops. So let me review. Okay? All right. Ironically, I'm a trickster, LOL. I bring down the high and mighty and help the underdog to rise. Hello, let them know. Gatorade electrolytes will help with that. You know what? I'm going to go get some Gatorade after this. I was gathering yesterday and I had a fragrance on and looked cute and all eyes was on me. Fragrance is very triggering, okay? Because most people don't smell good. Okay, people have really bad hygiene. And some people don't even know, they're not even aware that they have hygiene and, hygiene issues. And scent and fragrance is a big telltale sign of your social class. Having long lasting fragrance, having clear complexions, not having bacterial vaginosis and yeast infections, they all point to your social class and your pleasure that you have in your life. Ooh, you smell so good. Smelling good is super fucking pleasurable. Okay, just like me right now, I got Lily of the Valley on, and it be lighting up the whole motherfucking bus. How lighting up the whole room. You can smell me a mile away. All right. People do not want you to be smelling good because they know that your scent is your spell. Your men are gonna, you gonna walk past and the man gonna be like, I know that's the one for me. Because I know that's the one that's going to bring me the most pleasure. Okay, friend? That part. LOL. Funny enough, I'm a trickster as well, Tarot King. LOL. Tricked their ass with that alchemy. They wasn't expecting you to boss up like this over the situation. Because the thing is, what happened is you have been getting attacked by people who shrink next to you. There has been groups and troops of people. Okay? And they have been totally out of control fighting you. Okay? But I ultimately do feel like this resistance is getting released. I definitely feel like you guys are, he was a trickster. He was afraid of, he was afraid of his own gayness. No. Your favorite fragrance is Versace. Ooh, that smells, okay. Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm on a night. Yes, please, Tarot King. I know, because you said you're making candles too. Like, please, I will definitely be a proud ambassador. Okay, definitely. Make some candles, make some scents. Give me Jackie Aina in this bitch, please. Give me call Jackie Aina. The fuck? Like, call Jackie, because we ain't playing. Well, Jackie know. Jackie know. We know, the girls know. And I'm just want to say thank my girls that's been out with their throat chakra, because while I have not been able to speak recently, the girls have been on their shit with getting this truth out into the world. I see my beau girlies. I love you guys. And if I see you, I most definitely will post you on shorts for our girl chats and shit like that. I love y'all, because the girls know. The sirens know, right? We are across the world. We are everywhere, connected through the cosmos. And that's why I am here, right? Okay? Because y'all survive and help me survive as well. It's not easy being a siren, because, there's a lot of attention, right? That puts you at risk. Smelling good, looking good, being artsy and creative next to these shrinks is really unsafe. Like, any masculine that's putting me next to an unsafe, out of control loser, I most definitely cannot be risking my like livelihood next to somebody who is trying to, like, somebody here trying to, I mean, like, they looking at people who's trying to steal your personality, and like people who dressing up as you, and people who mimic everything that you do. And those people don't exist. They don't have a real, if they're literally copycatting everything you do, they literally don't exist, y'all. They don't have a real essence and personality. And if you're considering that, that's just most definitely not going to, like, that doesn't make sense either. So a lot of what these people are doing, you know what I'm saying, It's not making sense. Somebody here is really lacking clarity about something. I think that for some of you, this masculine that has been gambling you, risking you, this person who has been, you know, still considering their ex, is because they're literally lacking clarity about something. Some of them, this is because they're not trusting their felt experience, and they had this karmic ex-partner has a hidden and unseen force, okay? But others, they have a mood disorder around. They have a mood disorder, and some of them have wild mood swings around you because of your beauty as well. Like your partners also have an issue with your beauty and your femininity. Okay, um, especially if they've been struggling with their sexuality, they're not going to. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not ready to be like embracing, you know, unconditional love like that. Like it's just they not ready for unconditional love. If they still, I'm hearing some of them, they just been really hideous people as well, and it's because they really was struggling with their sexuality. Some of them, they haven't really cared what their partner looks like because they have been trapped in the closet, right? And I think that having you as this beauty, artistry, and love in them, okay, and that makes them triggered as well. They're like, oh my god, what am I going to do with this really hot person when all of my other partners have not been so hot? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's another thing as well. Like, y'all, I don't fucking care. Like, I really don't. Like, you know, I'm just trying to relax. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, after everything that has been going on these past couple of years with these fights, with these people, I have been like, some of y'all have literally been in a life or death situation, and there's like, your romantic partner is just like, they know this. They know that you have been in an emergency and a crisis, and they're still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I are still gambling and putting you at risk. Like, you're not worth it. Anybody who, like, I'm about to put everybody out of sight and out of mind, my friend. Like, that's not funny. I'm on my way to get some breakfast before I restart my diet. It was a pleasure to see you. Same here, Tarot King, always. I love you so much. Go get your breakfast. Yes, if you guys, you should join a Renaissance Movement on Instagram, because starting tomorrow, tomorrow is September 1st, and that officially marks 7 weeks before my Halloween showcase. If y'all do not know, I am a professional exotic dancer, pole dancer, and I do not play. It's training season, okay? And my Halloween showcase is my next showcase. So I hope that you guys will join me over on my lifestyle channel as well as the Renaissance Movement, because I'm getting my diet together again starting tomorrow. I've already been getting my diet together. That's how the waist is still tea. But I am a little puffy, okay? I'm a little fluffy right now because I have been eating good. I ain't gonna lie. Those pastries have been calling my name. But we really tapping in starting tomorrow, because this is, we're also about to start Yoga Chakra Alignment Series 3. And so 2 of my goals were this close to them, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, like I said, for the past year, I have honestly been totally tapped out. Like, I have not really been focused on, I've been really focused on the tarot channels and the organization and stuff like that, but I haven't really been focused on my yoga and my flexibility training. But I have goals around that too. It's just, I've been putting school first. And so I really haven't been, I can't really entertain like any chaos and drama and stuff like that. So I am recovering from illness, and I really don't have any room for anything toxic to my growth and happiness, y'all. So some of you guys are manifesting a letter of recommendation, or you're manifesting a letter of acceptance this year. Or next year, okay? Some of you guys are going back to school, and there's a lot of study around this. And so whoever is risking the relationship, anybody who's fighting and attacking, just take your attention off of them right now, because they're shrinking anyway, okay? They're shrinking anyway, and whoever is like a problem is just a deliberate disloyal loser. They're deliberate at this point. If you are not aligned and collaborating and cooperating, you're very aware, right? You're choosing to be a loser. You're choosing to be a convention. You're choosing to be a failure. That goes for romantic partners, even the ones who have some type of unseen thing around their ex, some unresolved thing around their ex, they know that you're the one for them, irregardless, right? I'm also getting that these shrinking violets, they're just losers, conventions, okay? Boring. No essence and personality. They just mimic everything that you do or something like that. Or they're just envious of your resources or something like that, your luxuries and possessions. And so I think we're coming to the end where we're closing all of the different timelines, options, and pathways. Anybody who you once shared a mutual dream with, anyone that you shared a vision with, any of these canceled friends, anybody else who's fighting for power, right? They can't fight anymore. Your power and legacy over it you're a savage. Your power and legacy and the way that you alchemize yourself over all these losers was you are causing a tsunami, okay? They don't exist anymore. They don't matter. You're the one that has the beauty, love, and artistry. They are not art, they're not beautiful, and they're not having romantic affairs through the fifth house. Even if they, someone says they're struggling to release a third party, they're not actually collaborating with them. Yeah, they're not actually having a pleasurable relationship with the third party. Even if this is an ex, they are not having a pleasurable relationship. They're miserable, and you can leave them exactly where they are while you move on with your life. Okay? So it's safe to move on. Okay? It's safe to, don't fight for anybody. Somebody wants you to fight for, the relationship, or they want you to fight for attention, all the resistance and fighting and attacking and all the non-cooperation, all of the irrational anger. I'm hearing that your romantic partners are irrationally angry. It's like they know that you've been in a life or death situation. They know that you've been in an emergency. Some of them, they thought that you were the ones being, disloyal because you were off having other romantic affairs. But I'm hearing that these other romantic affairs that you were with, they were just emergencies. They were just people that you were using for sex, or people that you were just using for their resources through the eighth house. You needed to have these other romantic affairs for their resources because you were in a life or death situation. Somebody who is irrationally mad when they've been sitting up with the privilege, they've been sitting up having all of their needs met, they've been sitting up, having no restrictions, no limitations, and they know that you've been going through a crisis and a struggle, and they've still been throwing an emotional tantrum. I have nothing else to say. We're moving on. The collective is learning new skills. We're growing together. We are very abundant, and anybody who's not here is deliberately disloyal. They're a convention and they're a failure. Because where's the power in the legacy? The power in the legacy is at Felicia Natrice Tarot. The health organization is the number one. There's no power in legacy in any of those other options. And they're aware of it. Okay? So we don't have to have any more conversations about anything. All right, friends? And I don't want you to waste your time and energy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. I don't want you guys to, we are rising, out of, some of us are rising out of a grave. We're rising out of a life or death situation. This alchemy was life or death. So anybody who is not aligned with that at this point has truly been wretched and pitiful. They don't have any essence, personality, or soul. When people here are actually doing the most good, that we don't have, I don't have anything to explain your behavior. Maybe a mental illness, but like I said, these people are aware, okay? They're aware. So they just have an internal struggle with your authority and rebelling against you out of peer pressure or some other fashion. So, some of them, even if you did share a mutual dream with them before, they are not able to expand with you because they're not, comfortable with your authority, okay? Or they chose to deliberately disobey you because they don't want to see you. Some of them want to disempower you, okay? It's some people irrational.